Now, suffixes. Suffixes. Suffixes are the word part that goes at the end of a word. They make words nouns or adjectives. Sometimes a verb, but usually a noun or an adjective. It's a thing, or it's describing how something looks. Now, just like a root always means the same thing, no matter what pieces are attached to it, a suffix always means the same thing, no matter what is attached to it. So suffixes mean the same, but suffixes change the meaning of the word. Now, rule. For testing purposes, this is the rule. All medical terms have a suffix. All medical terms have a suffix. So now, pathy is kind of like that leuco and cyto. It's patho plus the suffix y, and they're used so often together they just become pathy. So megalo and is actually megalo plus y. So the process of being enlarged. So be careful with that. Now, there's always going to be exceptions, but for testing purposes, all medical words end in a suffix. All medical words contain at least one root. Now, when you are asked on a test to find the suffix, I want you to find the biggest suffix that still leaves a root. So, if you are asked on the test, what is the suffix for cardiomegaly? Don't just put the letter Y. Y is a suffix, but the biggest suffix you can find that still leaves a root is megaly. So again, if you take the megaly as the suffix, we still have the cardio. So in leukocytopenia, the suffix is penia, not ia. So find the biggest suffix that still leaves a root. Okay, here, let's go ahead and learn some suffixes. Logist, some people go ologist, it's up to you. I prefer logist, is one who specializes in, it's the study of. So a dermatologist, specialist of the skin, one who specializes. Itis is inflammation, so dermatitis, inflammation of the skin. Now, we've got a bunch of suffixes that mean pertaining to. So, ac, ick, osis, ac and ick, not osis. Excuse me. Osis does not mean pertaining to. Osis means condition. Condition is not the same thing as disease. Osis means condition. Ia means condition. Y makes a word a noun. Usually means the process of. So cardiography, literally the process of graphing the heart. But again, if the word was cardiography on the test, you've got to say graphy as the suffix. Makes it a singular noun. Bacterium. Megaly is a word, whole word, megaly. It's also a suffix, so megaly. So cardiomegaly, enlargement of the heart. Airy means pertaining to, pulmonary, urinary. Algia is pain or ache. Algia is pain or ache. So cephalalgia. Cephal means head. Cephalo means head. So cephalalgia is pain or ache in the head, commonly called a headache. Synthesis. Now, you probably heard this before. Amniocentesis. Surgical puncture to remove fluid. Now, I do not want you to say that synthesis means tapping. No. Tapping is slang. Don't use slang. So synthesis is surgical puncture to remove fluid. Logi means study of, logi, so cardiology, study of the heart. Gram means it's a record, a tracing, an x-ray, sometimes an x-ray but not always. So cardiogram is a record of the heart. Audiogram, they're tracing the sound. Is a structure, it's just a thing, so dermis. Penia, decrease in or deficiency. So leukocytopenia, someone has a decrease or deficiency in their white blood cells. Emia, blood condition. Hyperglycemia, we know the blood condition of too much sugar. Al means pertaining to ectomy. You've heard that ectomy before. Appendectomy, surgical removal. Now, ectomy, surgical removal, excision, resection, cutting out. And we're going to do more suffixes in chapter 3, but you need a base to get you going. Pathy is the suffix y plus the combining form patho. Put them together, they're used so often, pathy. Now, pathy is the only suffix we have that means disease. Osis does not mean disease. Pathy is the only one. Ia does not mean disease. Pathy is the only one. Prefixes, the third element. Now, prefixes are good at the beginning of the word, but not all words have a prefix. So prefixes tell us how many, how much, where something is, and like the other two, a prefix always means the same no matter what is tacked with it. Prefixes, though, change the meaning of the word. Prefixes change the meaning of the words. But unlike root and suffix, not all medical words have a prefix. So here's some prefixes you need to know to get you started. Hypo, under, low, less than. So hypodermic, hypoglycemia, not enough. So know all of those. Hypo, under, low, less than normal. It's opposite. Hyper, above, excessive, more than normal. So hyperglycemia, hyperactive. Endo is within or inner. So endocarditis, the inflammation is within the heart. Peri is around or surrounding. So perimeter is around. So peri is around. Intra within, like intra-state versus interstate. A or an, without, not, absence of. And I'm not going to ask you to remember that rule when you use an versus a. It'll just work out on its own. So dys, dys means painful, difficult, abnormal, or bad. So dyspnea or dyspnea, somebody is having difficulty breathing. Poly wants an excessive amount of crackers. So polyuria, a condition of excessive urination. Somebody has to go to the bathroom too often, more than normal, poly.